I'm Tommie Lee, and Jan Diaz of the BBB is with us for the Scam of the Week. Jan, how are you today?
I'm doing well, Tommy. How are you today?
Very well, thank you. Always good to talk to you. What is on the agenda today?
Yes, we're going to talk about something that can really catch people off guard. It's phony debt collection calls and texts. So these scams can be some of the scariest and the most persistent scams that are out there.
So it sounds like we have a lot to cover then. Let's help people stay one step ahead of these scammers. First of all, tell us how they work.
Yes, well, these scams typically begin with a call or a text from the scammer, and the scammer's claiming that they're from a loan company, a law firm, or even a government agency. The scammer will say that they're attempting to collect an overdue payment for you or a family member. And from there, the scam can go into one of two directions. The first one is the bad cop approach. So if you push back and say, you don't owe the money, the scammer might threaten to file a lawsuit, garnish your wages, issue an arrest warrant, or even schedule a court appearance in a place that is far from where you live. It's all designed to rattle you and make you doubt yourself, leaving you unsure whether you or your family member actually owes the money that they say you owe. And then the other approach is a good cop approach. The scammer may call and start out being very polite and seem genuinely concerned and offer to help you avoid any legal trouble. So they'll suggest a reasonable payment plan broken into smaller installments to make it seem easy to resolve the issue. So this approach, they're trying to build trust. So you hand over money and before realizing the debt doesn't even exist.
And this can get pretty intense. So do these phony debt collectors actually have any legal power at all?
No, they don't. In most cases, the debt they're claiming doesn't even exist. So if you receive a call like this, the most important thing is to stay calm, not to let their threats or kindness trick you into paying money. So if you do send money, it's gone. And worse, the scammer might call back demanding that you pay more money. So even legitimate debt collectors aren't allowed to harass you. So even if you do owe money, they can't get on the phone and make threats. Only the phony debt collectors will do that. The legitimate ones will not.
So what are the ways to spot these scams and protect ourselves?
Yes. So the listeners can take several steps to protect themselves. The first is to ask the debt collector to provide an official validation notice of the debt. So any legitimate debt collector, they're required to provide written proof of the debt, including the amount, the creditor's name, and also information about what your rights are. And so if they refuse to provide this official validation notice, hang up. That's an indication that it's a scam. And then you can also request proof of the caller's identity. Get their name, their company, their address and phone number, write it down, and then match it against what the real website information has. And then never give out money or share personal information such as bank account information or credit card details. And again, a real debt collector, they're going to provide a clear and specific information about the debt and their agency. They're not going to be vague about it. And then scammers, on the other hand, often push for urgent payments through wire transfers, prepaid gift cards, or digital wallets. And so these are major red flags. When the callers start asking for non-traditional ways to pay, if you encounter this in the conversation immediately.
Absolutely. As we've discussed many, many times in the past here on Scam of the Week, those are untraceable, and therefore when you spend that money, it's gone.
Exactly. There's a hard way to know. Sometimes it's difficult to know if the debt is real or not. And so we tell people to contact their loan providers directly, call their bank or loan company's customer service number first, and go to the company's official website online. Don't call any number or go to any website that the caller gives you, because that could just lead you back to another scammer or a fake website. And then check your credit report through one of the 3 national credit reporting bureaus. There's Equifax, TransUnion, or Experian. And so this will help confirm if you have outstanding debts or not.
This is great information, Jan, as always. What else do our listeners need to know?
Yes, so listeners should always report scams if they think they've been targeted. So if you encounter a scam or have lost money due to a scam, contact your local authorities, contact your credit card companies, and also contact your financial institutions. And then report it to BBB Scam Tracker at bbb.org/scam tracker. And then they can also report it to the Federal Trade Commission at reportfraud.ftc.gov, because their story can help make a difference and protect others from similar scams.
All right. Jan Diaz from the Better Business Bureau. Once again, thank you so much for joining us for the Scam of the Week from the BBB of Northern Indiana. And we will talk to you again very soon.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Tommie.
Podcasts by Federated Media.